kink rail.
Ryan loves the double kink rail. He's been doing a lot of nose manual combos all weekend. Definitely want to make sure that we've got all of the right riders in the finals. It would be a shame that someone loses out their chance to be crowned the King of Street due to a technical difficulty. Won't be long. These guys are rearing to go. I know everyone is really stoked.
One of the coolest thing about our top 10 is that they all have different styles. They can all ride different than each other. You know, not two of these guys have an identical style. They all bring their own flavor.
That's what's so great about Scootfest, Jake.
Cody, it looks like we're going.
It's about time. Let's get it popping.
We see Timo hitting that rail. Look at the backside board slide, locking in and going front side to fakie. Oh, it looks like Todd's getting out on the course to hype up the crowd. They're putting 20 minutes on the clock. Let's get it going. Folks at home, who's going to take this thing? Let us know. Is it going to be last year's King of Kings, Rich Solinka? Is it going to be the Estonian wonder, Rumet Salik? I don't know. We're about to find out. Here we go.
Kicking it off with Auguste Pelot, skipping the flat on the kink,
Dude,
heel whipping out as well. So much control.
I love that gap over the flat in the kink. So much control. And then just stands in the way of the camera so we can't see Rumet out in the back. Or no, that was Rich. He just did a bar spin backflip to whip.
And he's still flying. Little snake by JD. That's okay. He's popping into the 50, jumping out, not quite leaning into it the way he wanted to.
Hey, that's okay. He can snake him all he wants. This is a dog-eat-dog competition.
It's going to be an interesting strategy. We'll see if anyone lays their scooter down or something like that. I don't think that's going to happen, but it's definitely going to be interesting to see how the riders avoid each other when they're so focused on just doing exactly what they want.
Look at that. That's Auguste Pelot doing a trick that we've only seen from him. It's called a snaggletooth, where you actually grind on the left peg over the rail and you kind of hang your back wheel over the other side of the rail. We call it a snaggletooth because a toothpick is on the front peg, but he's just kind of hanging it over and getting snaggled on the rail.
Super technical. We just witnessed a perfect backside hurricane to 450 up from JD, who's now looking to link it together with a Manny into a nose. Ooh. Oh, Smith, down whip. Wow, that's going to count, especially with the floor that slippery. That is a contest make, Jake.
You know, I saw, oh, wow, Flavio coming in hot. I saw JD trying that combo in practice earlier, and he wasn't getting it, but he just got it. First tee, no warm-ups.
Willie with a 270 in.
No.
Oh, shoulder might have popped out there. He's smiling. The man is a champion. He just bounced off the ground, Jake. When I fall, I splatter. He just bounced, got right back up, and I bet he's going to try it again. The man is a trooper.
If that was one of us, it'd be a wrap.
Yeah,
he just smacked his face on the ground so hard after that 270 lip. Yeah, and like you said, gets right back up. Here we go.
Front lip, yep.
We're getting gappy, folks. These guys are going to be flying into that. Something crazy just went down, folks. The crowd is roaring here. Like I said, 1,200 tickets were sold for Scootfest this year. That's unheard of. Flavio going for the board back lip whip on the rail. And they're starting to go up the rails too. There's that whip to fakie feeble.
Jake, that trick is a trick that you do for a video, and he's now landed it twice perfectly, and I think both times first try. Peroni is an animal. That's why he was the #1 qualifier. Would not be surprised to see him take it home. JD doing the forward slider, actually keeping his front wheel at 90 degrees sideways, just powering through all the way down the hubba there.
Yeah, that was crazy, Cody. JD's just got so much control and so much power in his riding. I'm hoping we see a trick out of that front slider.
Oh, not sure what Charles was doing there. I think he was looking to get into the thieves. Wow, gapping out, bar spin, back lip. Looking to whip out too, Jake.
That's your previous King of Kings, Cody. I'm telling you, he's got a chance.
Definitely up there, Jake. It's incredible that he's trying to throw the whip out. Not much time to sneak it in there.
Well, these guys are your top 10 riders, so they're all throwing bangers. So what it's going to come down to is who throws down the most. Oh, no. Our Willie just sitting on his leg right there. This guy must be made of rubber or something, because he falls in all sorts of ways, gets right back up. No problem.
He's looking for the Hurricane 270 back lip, 270 out. He got that one in his heat. Definitely part of why he made it.
Look at Timo.
Is that bonus points for riding no hands, Jake?
You know,
that is
I'm not
way
sure
harder
what
than
the judges are going to think of it. I like it. It looks like fun. I can't do it. Every time I try, I end up on my face.
It's way harder than it looks. I can confirm that firsthand, Jake.
Wow.
Still going for that bar spin, back lip, tail whip out on that kink rail, gapping all the way to the second down.
He wants it, man.
Just 270 into the kinker. That is one that we have never seen here, I don't think.
You know, it's one thing to 270 onto the straight rail, but the 270 onto the double kink, that's unheard of.
Yeah, the kink is always looking to eat you up, Jake. That thing is mean, and it's just taking names, taking people out. Amazing that he's trying to spin into that.
What was that? I think that was a Bry flip to look back ride.
I think you're right, Jake. Definitely
And
the
for
first
the
time
folks
I've seen
watching
that.
at home, if you don't know what a look back ride is, it's where you're riding your scooter, but the handlebars are turned like an X up. They're turned back the other way, and you're still holding on to it.
Flavio
Wow.
going whipped in noseblunt. Noseblunt being probably one of the only tricks I can actually do. Flavio whipping in, showing us why he's got, why he's in the finals.
The nose blunt's a tough trick. You got to lock it in right in between the deck and the front wheel. There's not much space for that. So if you can make it happen, you got a good chance.
Oh, Charles looking to go manny up. Going to hop into the nose, get it down.
Oh,
not
man.
quite. Definitely want to see that one.
Cody, if we see that one, I'm jumping out of my seat. I'm going to lose it. August looks like he's got his game face on.
Oh, Timo, super consistent, just like in his heat, Jake.
Wow. 720 off the ledge from Jake Smith.
Wow.
Ooh,
Flavio going down, smooth roll.
Was
Man's
he in
a
an
ninja.
ice pick going down
I think he was
that
trying to ice the entire rail. Got out pretty good. That's an eject, we like to call it. Oof.
Going for the front side 360 heel whip off the rail.
Wow.
It looks like, you see a lot of the same guys going and going and going. There's a few guys that aren't trying too many tricks. They're just kind of kicking back. Maybe they're prepping their mind and their body for some big bangers.
Like we mentioned, it is a 20-minute jam, so the guys are definitely looking to pace themselves. A few dudes are probably going to be worn out by the end.
Look at this.
Getting the bar back
There
lip.
it
Oh,
is.
wow, gets it. Bar spin, back lip, tail whip, gapping out to the second down on that kinker.
That
so
is
much
beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Your previous year's King of Kings, wanting that King of Street title. I think he's got a really good chance at it. And he was also King of the Bowl, both last year and the year before that.
Wow, sweet line from JD going over tooth hanger to over tooth right into a Smith 180. Super clean.
It's also so cool that these guys are in the top 10, but they're also fighting not just for the King of Street. They're fighting for their team, for the overall King of Kings. Because the World Cup. The World Cup. Because the World Cup, if your team has high scores in every event, they take the top two highest scores from your team for each event, and the team with the highest overall score gets the World Cup.
Yeah, definitely a lot of guys thinking, definitely wanting to be the King of Street, but also looking forward to hopefully being crowned the World Cup champions. And every single rider that's here at Scootfest is looking to be crowned the King of Kings.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We just saw Jake B. Smith do a bar spin tail whip off of the 50-50 on the rail. Now, he's definitely a contender. That guy has so many combos. If you've seen him on Instagram, you know that he's got a lot of tricks in his bag.
Whoa, going hard way into that fakey feeble.
That's something you don't see too often, is it, Cody?
Very unique trick. Flavio always coming up with something unique that often only he will be doing.
That hard way spin is definitely something to look out for. Wow, John Peroni doing a whip finger whip.
Peroni's just a magician, man. If his scooter was a nunchuck, I bet he could take out a Jedi.
August
looking
going
for the
540
540
the 540 front side off the rail.
Yeah. One thing, too, to keep in mind, the judges all know these riders super well. Some of them are spinning naturally frontside, others backside. Auguste, one of the natural frontsiders, but like everybody else, he does tend to spin both ways.
Yeah, he can do it any which way he wants. And there goes Flavio with the ice pick, hopping back over the rail. He might be trying to go ice to over ice.
I was just about to say that, Jake. Taking advantage of his nylon pegs, those things are gliding. Probably the only rider when he's sliding that rail that you don't actually hear it. It's so smooth.
It's just a nice hum as he's going down the rail. Look at JD.
Whoa, JD going hard 3-whip out of that backside double peg. Jake, that is an absolute hammer.
Man, I want to get that one. JD is such a legend, man.
Such a character. Been around the game forever. Actually learned how to speak English with Matt McKean and Alex Peasley, two absolute legends.
Yeah, he's got a little American flavor on his English.
Super interesting. Super French when he speaks French, and then a Southern English when he speaks English. Super unique.
Look at this. Oh!
Wow! So that's a frontside feeble, 360 whip to front Smith, 180 out. Jonathan Peroni absolutely crushing it.
You weren't wrong when you said John Peroni is a magician. This guy just pulls it out. Just makes it happen.
He just tells the scooter what to do. I think telepathically, Jake. That's got to be his secret. He's not doing it with his hands and his feet. He's telepathically telling it what to do. It's the only way this is possible. Looking for this long manny line again.
Gosh.
Might have touched there. Not too sure. Yeah, the judges will definitely know.
We saw this in the heat.
Throwing the double whip this time, Jake. Stepping it up for the finals.
Yes, we saw him do the manual to flare whip in the first one.
Wow. That's a backside 50-50 bar spin back lip to whip.
Look at Rumet. Rumet's got some stuff in mind. Just getting warmed up on that board slide back lip.
Jake, we're not even halfway through, and can't even keep up with everything that's going on right now.
Wow, yeah, I wasn't even checking the clock. We still got 11 minutes to go in this final. You think these riders are starting to get exhausted yet?
I think a lot of them are tired, but I definitely feel like quite a few guys have a couple special things that they're keeping up their sleeve for the end of the heat. Well, the end of the final, sorry.
There's Jake Smith doing a 50-50 through the king, probably looking for a trick off of it. Look how fast he does that.
Really impressive, too. His deck is not that wide. You'll see a lot of guys either running 3 to 4 pegs or riding a super wide deck.
Wow! Timo doing the locked-in Zeech 270 front board, 270 off to Fakey. And then
Ryan backing him up with the backside Hurricane 270 back lip, 270 out, Jake.
That's how you do it as an X Games gold medalist.
We're watching ski and snowboard tricks go down on these rails right now.
They're all just dancing on the rails. John, oh man, August going from the ledge, hitting the rail on the way up.
Oh, reaching down, grabbing the deck in the middle of that board slide. Super cool trick. Willie getting caught up on the 270 and probably looking to trick out, which is why he was reaching down. Maybe he's trying to finger whip out.
He's probably got something big in mind. One thing that you can't tell from watching at home is that the rafters above those rails are so low. So if you jump too high or maybe try a scooter flip trick off of that rail, you can hit that rafter.
JD, just like in his heat, going with the backside, not a 5-0 he's got pegs,
an ice pick.
An ice pick. That's right, Jake. Backside ice pick, heel whipping out. The judges liked it in the heat. Definitely going to appreciate it in the finals as well.
Something just happened because I heard Todd screaming on the course. These guys are absolutely sessioning these down rails. There's August. Looks like he was trying something on the double kink. I think that the main attraction here is going to be, oh, there you go. 270 lip slide up on there. Look, Todd just getting out of the way.
Oh, Willie looking for the backside lip.
Down and just stalling himself out. I love it. Willie is just a legend. Whenever he falls, he just finds a position to sit in, and he's just having a good time out there.
Often loves to do a little dance. Even when he wipes out, he's always in high spirits. The dude is always smiling, full of energy.
Here comes Rumet with speed, going around Flavio.
Look for that backside
lip slide.
Yep.
I love the way Rumet's riding this course right now. Check this out.
Oh, double back lip. Wow.
Oh, my God. I told you he had it, Cody. I told you he had that one in his bag.
That is
going for the double whip back lip. I saw him do it
hammer.
2 years ago, and it won him King of Street then.
An absolute hammer, Jake.
It might be able to win it now. He's going to have to put down some more tricks than that. Like we said, it's not the best trick that's going to win. It's a culmination of the best tricks.
A lot of the guys definitely trying to think about the last few tricks that they want to get in. Some of them might take more than one try. You're going to see dudes starting to really mix it up. Wow, look at a 540
Jake Smith, yes, going for the 540 off the rail.
Peroni gets it, manual all the way around, super controlled all the way into that quarter pipe, getting the flare double whip out.
JD manualing onto the rail to double back heel whip off. What an animal.
Yeah, JD is feeling it in the finals as well. Jake had that big old ice pick, showing us tons of control. R. Willie coming in.
Look at
this. The nose man around that C-box. Wow, Jake. That takes so much precision and control.
Did he
I don't
just
know
get
how
that
he
first
did that.
try? You have got to be kidding me.
That was amazing.
That's an added feature. That's something that Nitro came in and added to the course. They told me they like to bring in their own elements to add to it, and they did just that with that C-Box. And our Willie just gets the nose manual over what we call the Kevlar rainbow rail.
Taking full advantage of the new obstacle, Jake.
It's beautiful. Look at the backside lip slide from Rumet coming in hot. Can he get that double it back lip? I'm not sure. We're going to see it. Oh, it's from the sounds of it. He went down. There he is on the ground.
Man, most of these riders, I don't understand how they get back up. If I were to take a fall like that, I'd have to call it a day. Wow! I believe that is a back 50-50. Back lip lock to 540, Jake.
That's it, Cody. That's exactly right. Made it look so easy, turning out of it like it was his breakfast tea right there.
Insane. And with the ground as slippery it is, like we've mentioned, he landed that 540 backwards, or fake as we say, perfectly.
August doing an indie grab to backside board slide. Going for the frontside 720 off of that locked-in grind.
Might have to start calling him the tornado.
Right, yeah, he's spinning every which way, dancing on the rails. Jake Smith coming back the other way. Looks like he was eyeing up somebody else's trick. Give him a little props.
JD doing that forward slider all the way down the hubba, chucking the bar spin out,
yes,
really letting
the
go,
trick out.
doing it proper.
What's Peroni got? 720 bar spin. Cody, I'm not saying nothing, but I think I got my money on Peroni at this point.
If he can keep it up, Jake, just like he did in his qualifier, he is definitely going to be a top contender.
He's thrown down so many tricks thus far in the finals. They've got 6 minutes left. We're going to see some crazy stuff starting right now, guaranteed.
Yep. Flav looking for the bar spin to ice pick, super technical. JD holding it. Oh, wow. Trying to go from the rail into a manual, and from a manual, whip to a Smith on the next ledge.
JD's
Incredible.
got that nice gloss coat on him. You know he's working hard out there.
The man is always putting in work. I think yesterday he said, I'm going to try one more trick 6 times.
Whoa! Rich Zelinka doing the tail whip. Gap to board slide down the kink. You have got to be kidding me.
Rich is
that
still
takes
full of
so
energy.
much commitment.
I think Rich was saving himself, and he's going to start throwing down right now. Still got 5 minutes to
Look
go.
at him.
Oh, gets the whip out. That
you
was
have
insane.
got to be kidding me.
Probably
Cody.
the only rider in the finals touching the Kevlar C-Box, and he just whipped out of a nose manual, Jake.
There's literally 2.5 inches of room to move in that nose manual, and it took him a few tries to get the nose manual in practice, and he just comes out here in the finals, nose manual tail whip, first try. He's gonna make me lose my voice, Cody. I'm getting excited over here.
He's showing us exactly why he's a household name. Not many guys have all of the skills that he has. He's an absolute animal on a bike, and showing that even though he's an X Games gold medalist in big air on a bike, he can destroy it on a scooter as well, Jake.
That's right. He's got it all. Oh, man, John Peroni going for the whip. What was it? Front feeble, 270 bar spin to Smith to finger whip out. It's so many tricks in one. It's so hard to call.
It's
Watch,
quite
here he goes right here. Front feeble, truck driver, Smith, and then wanting the finger whip out. Like I said, John Peroni is absolutely throwing it down in this final. If he keeps it up and keeps doing as many tricks as he's doing,
he's got an excellent shot,
he's
Jake.
got a chance. Right. I'm wondering if the judges are going to take into account use of park. If he's hanging out too much on the rails, is it going to hurt him? I think it might, but John Peroni's been all over this course, so I don't know if it's going to be a problem for him.
You can see our announcer in the background there, Todd, absolutely stoked. Ryan Williams probably just...
I think it was a 270 lip slide down the rail to whip out.
Only guy sliding that entire rail after 270. We're definitely going to see that one in our highlights as soon as we get done with our finals.
Brumet going down the double kink. He's eyeing it up. Oh, Rich Zelinka.
Whoa, backside 50-50, touching the deck. Going into the back lip after that. Chuck the bars as well, I think, Jake.
Yes.
Yep. Oh, so much
he
control.
Sure did. The bar back lip off the 50-50 deck grab. Rich making it look so nice. We were talking about style and speed. Rich Zelinka is the name for that.
Wow.
Oh,
just missing the deck. He went front board up the rail, landed in the manual, curved it over to the ledge, and kept the combo going.
We got 3 minutes.
Oh, yes, 270 to the end of the rail. I'm sorry to cut you off, Jake. That was insane. He's trying to do a 270 lip on the second section, the third section, rather, of that down, flat down. Peroni gets it.
How does he do it? He makes it look so easy.
I'm telling you, Jake, it's got to be in his head. It's kinetic.
He's getting that feeble truck driver Smith almost every try.
The man is a wizard. JD go on board.
He wants this combo.
Whip, looking for the Smith, not quite getting it. Super technical trip, whipping out of the manual, landing in a Smith. So much control, taking full advantage of the wider wheels that he's riding.
That's one of JD's strong points, is the link together combos, where you grind one obstacle, land in a manual on your back or front wheel, and then land onto another obstacle and trick in or trick out.
Here comes August. I really want to see this.
Wow!
Oh my goodness, Jake!
You have got to be kidding me!
I can't believe we just witnessed that. He was teasing that potentially at the hotel, but I thought there's no way he'd be able to pull that off, especially not with the floor slippery as it was. That was absolutely perfect. We're in the middle of the finals, and his friends are coming over to congratulate him. That's how crazy that trick was.
That was such a big trick from August Pellard. 270 to backside lip slide, gapping over the first kink and down the second one.
Jake, I mentioned it before. If you brought that dude to a theme park, he would probably try to grind the roller coaster, loop-de-loop and all. The man is a savage.
You are absolutely right. You were talking about him being one of the underdogs here because he's not too well known. He's not a very household name.
Definitely
but he's making a name for himself here at Scootfest, King of Kings.
That's a back Smitzer, as the French riders like to say. Getting that 360 out, super hard to get leverage because all you're sliding on is the corner of your deck and the edge of your wheel.
Right, yeah, you're locked into your wheel.
Yes, JD. Oh, I need to see that one, Jake. We have, believe it or not, we only have 2 minutes left. This finals has flown by. So much action. I really want to see that one from JD.
JD has so much style on his 360 tail whips.
Coming in hot, the Estonian savage.
I love it when JD does those 3 whips. He just makes it look so good, and he's got so much power. What do we got from Rich? He's coming in hot.
Getting a ton of speed. Coming in Mach 3.5, I'd say.
Up the Rocket League wall.
Getting the back lip to whip.
Looks like Jake Smith just did something there. Backside board slide with a bar spin into it.
Downhill the bar after, just because he can.
Yeah, you see Rich, he's got the park tricks too. He blasts the quarter pipe with a downhill bar spin. No big deal. John Peroni, 540 tail
trying
whip.
to butter it around, get that slider around, kind of finish it off the 720.
You know, I can't believe these guys have been riding for 20 straight minutes and they still have ideas for new tricks. It
definitely shows on JD. You can see the sweat just glaring off him, but he is not slowing down one bit.
Yeah, not a bit. And Flavio, I saw him try bar spinning.
Oh! Holding on to the ice pick the entire
doesn't
downhill,
need the bar
jumping
spin
over.
Doesn't need the bar spin in because he's doing an over ice. And it looks like Timo just got the front side 720 off the rail.
John backed it up.
720 tail whip. Our Willie, X Games gold medalist, coming in. Wow, going for the 270 downside whip to back lip on the big wall.
Absolute
August
hammer.
isn't finished either.
He's trying to get an ice pick all the way through the King, Jake, as if he didn't abuse that rail enough already. He's probably going to have to write an apology note by the time he's done with it.
Absolutely insane. So much carnage. The guys...
Peroni!
Wow.
Peroni going feeble. Truck, Smith, finger whip.
The producers must be going nuts putting together the highlight reel right now because there is so much hectic stuff going on all at once. Wow, 360 triple tail whip off of the Smith. You've got to be kidding me. No
really
way!
Going front flip over the hubba.
There's only
why
10
not?
seconds left. Are we going to see it?
Oh, he better let him try that.
Whoa!
I don't care. Whoa, August!
You have got to be kidding me.
I've never seen that done, Jake.
I'm going to need to see a replay of that last trick.
That was unbelievable.
That was one of the most insane technical rail tricks I've ever seen, and he did it going up the rail. He spun 360 heel whip and landed back onto the rail.
Jake, you're going to have to help me pick my jaw up off of the floor right now. That was
look
incredible.
Look at him go. Oh, so close.
Almost tapped his back on the way over there.
Cody,
super aggressive move.
The 20-minute jam session is over. These guys are still going. Our Willie has called it quits, laying out on dude. Cody, I'm at a loss for words.
I'm just in awe. I want to hear what everyone at home has to think. Who do you think is going to take it? Is it going to be Jonathan Peroni with the consistency? Is it going to be Auguste Pelot with the hammers? We had JD killing it too. Our Willie was throwing down.
Yes.
Nose manual
Richard
around that
with
sea
the
ledge.
Speed. There was so much going on. It's all up to the judges at this point. My top two picks are going to have to be Jonathan Peroni or Auguste Pelot, but I'm not a judge, and they might be looking for something a little bit different. Look at these guys.
I'm not a judge either, but look at this. You got to love the camaraderie. These guys are competitors, but in real life, they're the best of friends, and they're just happy to see each other, landing their tricks, throwing down. And it's this type of jam format that creates the best vibes where you see your buddy land a trick, you wind up throwing something maybe you weren't going to do. You land it, you're hyped, there's
Cody,
still 2 minutes, you keep going.
If it wasn't a jam session, I guarantee you we wouldn't have seen half the tricks that we just saw go down.
It was beautiful. I'm still in awe, Jake. I literally have goosebumps. They're freezing. The goosebumps might fall off.
Let's check out the highlights. You see JD. Oh, he had a backside right flip. And there's Auguste doing the board slide to board slide.
Skip in the middle. Willie slamming.
That one was heavy.
How is his shoulder not out of place? Just gets back up and keeps riding.
It's a good thing he had that full cut helmet on too, because he hit the side of his head pretty hard.
Wow, Auguste went all the way up the kink and 540 down. I can tell you what, Jake, I would not want to be a judge. I love where we're at right now. This has been quite a time.
Cody, this is crazy. So many insane tricks just happened. There's Rich with the bar spin, back lip to whip on the double kink, gapping into that bottom down. John Peroni had so many insane tricks. Look at this. Every time he's getting into that Smith
with
a
wizard.
270.
It's the only logical explanation, Jake. He's got some type of telekinetic magic powers.
And there was Timo with the 270 front board side. I'm hoping we see some of the stuff we missed.
We definitely missed that one. Our Willie getting the Hurricane 2 back lift 2-7. JD with the ice heel.
Here you go. We didn't see that one.
Oh,
Jake
you
Smith
were right,
doing the
Jake.
backside 50 to
called
rye flip. And we saw him do the 540 off the rail. And, John Peroni just hit the 720 bar.
I have no idea how I'm going to call this. Do you think that it could be a three-way tie for first? It's never happened. The Kings,
that was one of the
street.
most insane moments in this finals, was that nose manual around the Kevlar C box. It was so crazy. And there was that really 270 lip to whip out. The crowd went nuts when Willie landed that. My goodness.
This is like one of those compilation videos of the best scooter tricks of all time, just jam-packed together, one after the other.
They both went at the same time. We just saw the Auguste 270 lip slide down the rail. And look at our Willie at the end going. He was trying even 30 seconds after the heat was over. He
did not care it was
going.
over. When Ryan decides he wants to do something, he gets out there and he does it.
Yes, tell us at home, who do you think's going to take it? The judges are